Hi guys, welcome back to Clever News. I'm Katie Krause, joined by, of course, Miss Deidre Behar.
Hello, everyone.
And today I am especially stoked because we have one of the coolest guys in Hollywood here. It's Robert Patrick from Gangster Squad.
I'm looking to put a squad together.
What's that?
A small squad. 5, maybe 6 guys.
Going up against 40?
Well, you gotta die of something.
Thanks for being here.
It's my pleasure. I couldn't let my flower girl down.
Well, I was just gonna say, fun fact, everybody out there, we actually go way back to your wedding.
1990.
Over 20 years ago. I was a flower girl in his wedding.
Oh, yeah.
She was, and she was a damn good one, let me tell you.
Well, it worked
Do you remember
because
any of it?
I remember how beautiful your wife Barbara
Well, that's
was.
a good
She
answer.
was stunning,
That's
and
a
she
good
still
answer.
is. And
Nice,
you guys
yes,
are still together. We want to talk about Gangster Squad, though.
Let's do
We
it.
saw the movie this week. It's incredible. Our first question, how can we get into the Gangster Squad?
Well, you guys,
Prerequisites that you need.
you guys would definitely fit right in. We could have used you as
In what
some
way?
moles.
'Cause
Well, you could have been out there getting some information for us.
Is it
Okay.
too
You know,
late?
back in the 40s, you know, you guys would have been dames, and you know, we could have used you out there on the street grabbing intel from Mickey Cohen's guys. So I think it would have worked.
We
my
could have been
gosh.
buddies with Emma Stone.
Absolutely. We could have hung at that bar. That seems like
You
so
could
much
have hung
fun.
out there,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You know, I was going to ask you, it almost feels like the setting, the very glamorous days, dangerous but glamorous days of like the late 40s in Hollywood. That's almost like a whole other separate entity of the film. It's almost like another character. Is there something about that time frame, that era, that really drew you to this role?
Absolutely. Well, when I read the script was one of the best scripts I've ever read. I mean, it was so enjoyable. It wasn't even like reading a script. It was like reading a novel, to be honest with you. It was just, wow, this is great. But that backdrop of the 1940s and film noir, you know, and the history of Hollywood. And, I mean, you know, we look around, I've been commenting on your digs here. I mean, it's just fantastic to be in Hollywood, you know. It gives you a great feeling. But especially in 1940s, and you kind of got to think back to, this is way before your time, but you know, the way the country felt at the end of World War II. We'd accomplished a great victory as a nation. We'd come together and we defeated evil in Europe and the Pacific. And Hollywood is sort of the end of the road when you go west, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it attracted a lot of people, and it was a real boom town. And all the San Fernando Valley was being developed, and so all these people were gathering here, and it was, I think, a time period where everybody felt like anything was possible, and especially a guy like Mickey Cohen.
Do you feel like you got that by being a part of the film, that experience? Obviously, you weren't here for that either, but do you feel like working on a film set in that era gave you a little piece of that?
Absolutely. I mean, you could see how it would happen for all the reasons I was just telling you. And there was a new chief of police coming in. Nick Nolte's character, Chief Parker, he was coming in, and the mob or Mickey Cohen and the mob from Chicago had their hands involved with the police, and there was a lot of corruption going on, and that's why I think the city of Los Angeles is like another character in the movie. It really is. I mean, it's more than just a backdrop. It's one of the characters.
It was, truly.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned Nick Nolte. You also have Sean Penn and
Who's
Josh
terrific.
Brolin and yourself, huge vets in the game, such pros. Do you guys still learn from one another?
Absolutely, absolutely. I had never worked with Sean before. I hadn't worked with any of these guys before, to be honest with you, and I've been a great admirer of all their work and their work ethic and the way they go about preparing for scenes. And when you work with guys that are your heroes, you know, you kind of watch how they work and see if they're doing anything different than you're doing, and it really all is the same.
Yeah.
You know, we all prepare the way we prepare, but you've got to show up and kind of get your way through the dialogue and the action that you have to do. And it's essentially the same, but everybody's got their own gift, their own talent, and Sean's just phenomenal. We had one scene with Sean that got cut, but to watch him do this monologue over and over and see him do the scripted dialogue and then where he would want to ad-lib and try something different.
He became Mickey Cohen.
He's
it was
phenomenal.
incredible to watch.
He's phenomenal, and Nick's phenomenal, and Josh is phenomenal, and Ryan Gosling's just terrific. They're all just phenomenal to watch.
Now, I think one of the lines, I know you love this line as well. You have a phenomenal line in the movie. Don't shoot the can, shoot it where it's gonna be.
Yeah, don't shoot where it is. Shoot where it's gonna be. Yeah.
Now, in a literal sense, we were obviously blown away by the way that the can was, flipping in the air. But is that line maybe a metaphor for your life? Because, we're always looking to the future. I'm sure you're always looking to your next big role.
Well, I never thought about it that way, but that might be a great analogy. I took it on the literal sense. But
As a cowboy.
I'm glad you took it that way. But I guess it could be that. I mean, because, we all have to live in the moment and be aware of what we're doing right now, but you kind of have to have your eye on the future and what's coming down the road.
If you could put together your own squad, who in Hollywood would you pick? And what type of qualities would they bring to the table?
That's interesting. Wow.
Free reign. You can
free
pick
reign
anyone.
to pick anyone. Well, a lot of the guys that are in it, I mean, they're all terrific. I mean, Giovanni and Anthony and Michael. I love Michael Pena.
He seems like a character.
He's a great guy.
Your
and they're all
protege.
so funny, my protege. and that was the storyline with that was a little bit lost in the editing, but I had taken him in under my wing, and I was trying to help him along in the LAPD. But what a dream team I could have, huh? Well, maybe we'd take Joe from True Blood. We'd put him in there. He'd be
Physicality.
Oh, that's
the muscle, the brawn.
That is one tough dude, let me tell you.
So wait, what would Joe bring to the table? What would his role be?
Well, he'd probably bring a lot of ladies.
Okay, that's fair.
I think he would do that.
The female intel.
And then we'd have to get some great guys like Clint Eastwood. He'd be fantastic. Bobby Duvall, he'd be great. I'd like to work with all my heroes,
Any
Sure,
ladies
they
you
would
would
wanna
recruit?
work with you.
Obviously, other than
That's
us,
it,
because
that's
we're dying to be on the squad.
Well, you guys are already in. So.
Score.
You're already in the
Score.
Gangster Squad, if I have my way. There's a lot of great ladies out there. Jessica Chastain, she'd be good.
She just got an Oscar
Jennifer
nomination.
Lawrence, she's another one. I think she's terrific.
Yes.
Okay, so
That
let's
seems like a
review real
gangster
quick.
squad I would not want to mess with. You have Joe
Joe
Manganiello.
Clint Eastwood, Robert Duvall,
Jennifer Lawrence.
We could throw Schwarzenegger in there.
Schwarzenegger.
He'd be
The
another
two of
one.
you
He'd be-
back together.
He'd be good.
Well, we want to play a little game with you. It's called Pick Your Gangster.
Pick your gangster.
Pick your gangster.
Okay.
So we're going to read off a series of activities, if you will, and you have to pick someone from the Gangster Squad to do the said
with.
activity with.
Okay.
All right. All
Ready?
right.
Sure.
Who would you want to jump out of a plane with?
Emma Stone.
Ah, she'd be fun.
Youthful, fun, energetic
Sure,
spirit.
she'd be great.
I like that.
She'd enjoy that, I think.
Who would you want to go on Jeopardy with?
Brains.
Yeah.
Giovanni Ribisi.
Yeah?
Yeah, he'd be good on Jeopardy.
Who would you want to babysit your kids?
Oh. Wow.
You gotta trust this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Peña'd probably be pretty good at that. I think.
Okay. Not Gosling?
Well, you know what? Actually, let me correct that. My daughter, yeah, she's 15. She's a Gosling fan. She's my babysitter, but I guess it would. Yeah, Ryan would be a good one.
He'd be good.
He'd
All
be
right.
good. He's a sweet guy.
Seems like it. Someone who really, truly deserves all the praise that they get.
Sean Penn. Is that a Gangster Squad question?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean. Okay.
He does a lot. He showed it at that premiere, I think flying in on a flight from Haiti. I mean, he was down there doing his humanitarian thing and
Hopped on
came
a
right
plane.
from
Dedicated
that,
guy.
hopped from that, went right to the premiere, from what I understand.
Very admirable.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. Go check out Gangster Squad. It's in theaters this Friday. It's amazing. We loved it. We gave it a 10, an A+, 2 thumbs up. So go check it out. And again, thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
in.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Bye, guys.
Bye.